guess what? Let's get started. We're gonna start with a twosome I like to call DragMeat. So, Drake and Jagmeet Singh are making headlines after the rapper called the former NDP leader a goof. You guys, he called him a goof for going to a Kendrick Lamar concert in Toronto. Then Jagmeet then apologized, saying, "I shouldn't have gone at all. I'm so sorry, Drake, I'm so sorry." So what do we guys think? Do we think that this is a reasonable little fight to have on social media?
Right, you guys don't like it? You guys don't like it, right? Well, if Jagmeet's a goof, I guess I'm a goof too, because I was there, baby. I think we have some footage. That is some of the footage that I took while I was there. I had the time of my life. This was such a good concert. He was on my bucket list to see him, and he delivered. That's me enjoying my time there.
How many people were there?
Oh my God, the place, it wasn't sold
Full
out,
of
but there were so many goofs there.
Goofs.
So the goofs were up to the rafters, the goofs were all there.
My God.
All us goofies were there having the time of our lives. But I will say this, on a serious note, this is so embarrassing that these two grown men are having this discussion about attending a concert. One of them, yes, Drake is 37 and Jagmeet is 46. And let me just say this, Drake kind of trying to tell people they're not allowed to go to a concert is so not hip hop that I don't even know where to go with that. It's so not the culture. But also, to make matters even more ick and cringe, was also Jagmeet's response to it, because he immediately he apologized and was like, "No, I was there for SZA."
That's so Canadian.
And it was like, come on. It's like, if you're gonna go, own it 10 toes down and say you wanted to be at the concert. You're allowed to be there. This beef between Kendrick and Drake is specifically that. It's between Kendrick and Drake. And if you wanted to go to a concert, go to the concert. And this idea that people are being bullied to not go, and I will tell you, I was excited to go, and I announced on the show that I was going when he came. I cannot tell you how many people whose names I will not say were afraid to go, or they said they were going, but they were not gonna post it on social media because they were afraid of the backlash from Drake fans. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's why I was like, I'm gonna show you my face, and that I was there, because
here's the thing, like,
unless you pay my bills, you're not stopping me from going where I wanna go. Thank you very much.
Here's the thing, between Drake and Jagmeet, and Elon and Trump fighting, I never want to hear one more time that women are too emotional to me. I never want to hear it again. You know what? I think it's lovely that men are being emotional and you want to fight and all of that. I think wonderful, because apparently that has been a detriment to our gender since the beginning of time, and it sounds like, you know what? It's open season for all of us to be petty. Okay? That's number one. That's number one. So we can still be the leaders in our respective industries and have a full-on fight on social media. It's apparently okay now. But number two, and I do have to ask this of you, Andrea, the song "They Not Like Us," which is the song that was the end of the beef, and we were all watching it. We talked about it on this show.
It was on the Super Bowl halftime. It was everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. So listen, catchy song, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The they in they just not, they not like us.
Oh, I love this. I know where you're going. Come.
Isn't it, honest question, us is Kendrick and company. Isn't the they that he's talking about, they not like us, actually us?
When you say us,
Canadians?
When you say us,
Canadians!
see, you know what? This is the type of Drake fan bait that they try to give us. I'm not falling for that nonsense at all. If Kendrick really had an issue with us, why would he put us on a tour date? Why would he not do one?
Because he likes money.
But
he likes money.
No, let me tell you something. There are a lot, he would make that money without stopping here. There are a lot of American artists who have a full tour and they don't have a single Canadian date. I know this because I have to fly down to wherever they're performing. If he really had a problem with us, if we're the they, why would he stop? He loved us. He gave us a fantastic concert. And to conflate the two and say, oh, this is him insulting Drake is him insulting all of us. No, he's going after Drake, and we all know that. And Drake took an L, and he lost this battle. I am not for 1 second. Not for 1 second did I think he was talking to me.
Good question.
Not for 1 second.
I hear you. I guess this is the thing. I'm a fan of Kendrick. I think he's an incredible artist. And let's not forget that it was Drake who started this rap beef, this rap battle, okay? Yep. So if we're talking about pettiness, the whole thing was kind of petty to begin with, right?
Absolutely.
Like, let's just admit it.
Yeah.
And like, I think I can understand. It makes me a bit cringe that Drake did this and then posted about it. Again, if he knows Jagmeet and wanted to say like, hey man, you were a politician.
Private.
I've done a lot for this city. You believe in this country. Yeah. I believe in this country. Like, they could have had a private conversation about that. But to post about it, it's hard to defend. And yet I do go back to whether or not they not like us or not like us, it has anything to do with Canada. It was in a Canadian space. It was in Toronto with a Canada flag in your footage sitting right up there. And in this particular time, to have a bunch of people singing along with this, Canadians singing along in unison with an American, singing about American kind of ideology, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, this is one of those examples.
Do you think the fans, if that was the truth, do you think we would have filled that? Those tickets were not cheap, y'all. Do you think if we really took it personally and thought that he was attacking us, do you think that we would have gone and supported that concert?
But what I'm saying is that it reminds me of all the ways in which Canada always eats their own. And until we really start, no matter what you feel about this beef and whatever, Drake has done a lot for this country. He did a lot when it came to basketball. He's done a lot with putting Toronto on the map. He has put it the 6th. He has made this
country. And no one's taking away from that.
Like, from across. And it's this particular time right now with Donald Trump and everything. And I just think there's something about the timing of this that really doesn't sit right. And also, I think that as Canadians, we really need to be big-upping each other.
You know what?
Otherwise, we're always going to be in the shadow of the stage.
I'll tell you something about how Kendrick took the high road. So he performed that song, Not Like Us. And as soon as the song was over, because I was there, people started chanting for him to sing it again, but then he went into another song, so that chanting died down.
Right.
So at the very end of the concert, there was, without being prompted, everybody starts banging their seats and say, play it again, one more time.
Really?
Without being prompted. And Kendrick stood there, and he enjoyed that silence, and he did not perform the song again.
Okay.
He took the high, because he could have performed that song, because when he was in Los Angeles, he performed that song like 8 times in a row. He just kept on giving it to them. But when he was here, he stood on stage while people were begging for it, and he didn't do it. He could have been petty, and he could have did the song a million times.
We're not going to get to the end of, try to imagine getting into these artists' heads.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.